Hello student, welcome back. I am Dr. Keshav Mahale, working as an assistant professor in Department of Chemistry, KTH College, Nasik. Friend, today we are going to discuss chapter number 2, heterocyclic chemistry. We know that heterocyclic chemistry is very important because various heterocyclic compounds are used in drugs. If we focus on the synthetic drugs, then you can say that near about 90% drugs are the heterocyclic compounds. So, firstly, we are going to discuss here importance of heterocyclic chemistry. Firstly, see here, what is the definition of heterocyclic compounds? The meaning of hetero is nothing but the different. We know that in organic chemistry we study the skeleton of carbon, but when instead of carbon, when there is a replacement of carbon by a heteroatom, for example nitrogen, oxygen or sulfur, then this type of compound is known as a heterocyclic compound. So very simply we can say that the cyclic organic compound, if contain one or more heteroatom, then that compound is known as the heterocyclic compound. Let us see here the importance of heterocyclic compound. We are discussing here first the drugs. As we discussed, 90% drugs are made by the heterocyclic compounds. So, therefore, heterocyclic compounds are very important in drugs. Various type of drugs: antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, anti-cancer, anti-HIV. These type of drugs are made by the heterocyclic compounds. Then after, if we focus on biomolecules, various type of biomolecules present in animal or plant are made by the heterocyclic compound. In animal, there is a DNA and RNA which are made by the nitrogen. So you can say that the nucleic acid having nitrogen, and hence therefore these are the heterocyclic compounds. Then after, in plants there is a chlorophyll pigment, and also in animal there is a hemoglobin pigment. So in these two types of hemoglobin and chlorophyll, there is presence of nitrogen, and hence you can say that these two compounds are made by the heteroatoms, and hence you can say that these are the heterocyclic compounds. Various types of other biomolecules, some for example proteins, enzymes, these are also made by the heterocyclic compounds. So therefore heterocyclic compounds are very important in biomolecules. Then in agrochemicals, if we focus on the agrochemicals, various pesticide and fungicide as well as some weedicides are made by the heterocyclic compound. Therefore, in our day-to-day life, heterocyclic compounds are very important, and therefore it is necessary to study the heterocyclic compound. So, in this our second chapter, we are going to discuss the heterocyclic compound. So, therefore, we have to keep in mind the importance of heterocyclic compounds are according to these 3 points. The first one is importance in drug, second one is in biomolecules, and third one in agrochemicals. Let us discuss now the first type of heterocyclic compound, that is 5-membered heterocyclic compounds. 5-membered heterocyclic compound having one heteroatom friend, in this type of compound, the heterocyclic compound is 5-membered and there is only one heteroatom. For example, see, this is the structure of heterocyclic compound in which the X is the heteroatom. So we can write here, if X is equal to NH, X is equal to sulfur and X is equal to oxygen, then if we replace this X is equal to NH, then this heterocyclic compound will be the pyrrole. See here, if we replace this X is equal to sulfur, then this is the thiophene. And the last one, if we replace this X by the oxygen, then this compound is known as the furan. So these are three heterocyclic compounds which are very important in few of the drugs. See, the 5-membered heterocyclic compound in which X is replaced by the NH, then this compound is known as the pyrrole. If we replace X by the sulfur, then it is called as the thiophene. And finally, if we replace this X with the oxygen, then it is known as the furan. So this pyrrole, thiophene and furan are very important compound in drugs. Let us discuss now the aromaticity of these compounds. See here, if we observe this structure, then you can notice that these are 5-membered compounds. There are 4 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th one is the heteroatom. And all these heteroatoms having the hybridization sp2, and all these carbon atoms also having the hybridization sp2. So therefore we can write here all atoms having sp2 hybridization therefore they are in same plane. Heteroatom and carbon are present in same plane. So we can write the structures are planar. We can see that all these compounds are in cyclic form. So these compounds are in cyclic form. Then after, see, if we count the number of electrons, see there are 2 pi bonds, and hence these 2 pi bonds having 4 pi electrons, and these heteroatoms having lone pair of electron, that is the non-bonding lone pair of electron, and hence we count the total number of electrons in this ring, then see there are 4 pi electron and 2 non-bonding pi electrons. So therefore we can say that this system contains 4n plus 2 pi system. Hence the sextet is complete. The sextet is complete, and finally we can say that these compounds are in conjugation or not. See, if this lone pair make here double bond. This double bond comes here, and this double bond gets shifted here. So therefore we can say that there is conjugation. Hence, these compounds contain conjugation, and therefore these compounds pyrrole, thiophene, and furan obeys Haeckel's rule, and hence these compounds are aromatic. All these compounds are aromatic. Pyrrole, thiophene, and furans are aromatic in nature. Friend, we conclude that these are the cyclic compounds, these are planar compounds. These compounds contains 4n plus 2 pi electron, therefore they complete sextate, and there is presence of conjugation. Hence we can say that all these compounds are aromatic in nature. Now let us discuss here about the conjugation. See, we are discussing here the conjugation of pyrrole because the structure of all these three compounds are the same. Therefore, the representation of all these compounds is the pyrrole. See, this is pyrrole, and in pyrrole there is a nitrogen having one lone pair of electron. Now, if you see the resonance structure, then you can say that this lone pair makes here double bond, and this double bond get open here, and there is formation of negative charge. Due to the exceed valency of nitrogen having positive charge, this position having negative charge, this is the earlier double bond. Now this make here negative, this make here double bond, and this double bond get open at the adjacent position and makes a negative charge. If we write the next structure, then we can write that, see, this nitrogen having positive charge, there is a new double bond, and this is the negative charge again. See here, this negative charge makes here double bond, and this double bond get here shifted. So the new structure, the new resonance structure of pyrrole is to be like this. This is the double bond here, this is the double bond here, and see, this make here the negative charge here. So we can write here negative charge, and this nitrogen having the positive charge here. If we write the next structure, then see, this negative charge makes here double bond, and this double bond get open on the nitrogen and make neutralize this positive charge. So the last structure is like to be, see, this is the hydrogen, this is double bond here, and this is double bond here. See here, the structure number 1 and structure number 5 is the same structure. Structure number 1 and structure number 5, both structure are the same structure, but in the intermediate structure we can say that the lone pair is shifted through the structure, and hence we can say that there is conjugation between this structure, and hence according to the Haeckel rule, if any compound is cyclic, planar, containing 4n plus 2 pi electron, therefore that is the sextate, and the final condition is that if that compound contains conjugation, fully conjugation, then we can say that this is the aromatic compound. So by these resonance structures of pyrrole, we can say that pyrrole is aromatic compound. Not only pyrrole, but also furan and thiophene are also the aromatic compound. The resonance structure of furan and thiophene are same like as the pyrrole. Friend, we have seen that all these three compounds are aromatic compounds, but when you compare these compounds to each other and with the benzene, then the observation will be like this. So for this point, we have to see as the order of aromaticity. The order of aromaticity in these three compounds are to be like this. See here, the benzene is more aromatic than the furan. Benzene is more aromatic than the furan, and furan is more aromatic than the pyrrole, and pyrrole is more aromatic than the furan. So we are going to discuss the aromaticity order. When we compare these three compounds with benzene and with each other, then we can say that the aromaticity order in these compounds are like to be: benzene is more aromatic than thiophene. Thiophene is more aromatic than pyrrole, and pyrrole is more aromatic than the furan. So this is most aromatic in this order, and this is least aromatic in this order. See here, a question there is asked in exam: why benzene is more aromatic than the thiophene, pyrrole and furan? The answer of this question is, see, in benzene all are the 6 carbon atom, but in heterocyclic compound there is one heteroatom is present, and we know that heteroatom having the property to attract electron towards itself. It means that the electronegativity of heteroatom is more than the carbon. Therefore, these heteroatoms pulls electron towards itself, and there is formation of the dipole. Hence, this dipole disturbs the aromaticity. But in case of the benzene, there is no heteroatom, and hence there is no formation of dipole. The electron density is uniform, hence benzene is more aromatic than these heterocyclic compounds. Friend, benzene is more aromatic than these heterocyclic compounds because there is not formation of the dipole. But when we discuss about these 3 heterocyclic compounds, we can say that thiophene is more aromatic than the pyrrole and furan. Why thiophene is more aromatic than pyrrole and furan? See here, the thiophene contains sulfur and pyrrole contains nitrogen, furan contains oxygen. If we see here the electronegativity of these 3 compounds, we can say that oxygen is more electronegative than nitrogen, and nitrogen is more electronegative than the sulfur. In oxygen and nitrogen, the valence shell electron are present in second shell, and in sulfur the valence the more electronegativity of the oxygen, it does not give this lone pair easily to complete the aromaticity, and hence this is the least aromatic compound. But in case of thiophene, this sulfur is less electronegative, and hence sulfur donates this lone pair of electron easily to complete the sextate, and hence thiophene is the more aromatic compound. We have to keep in mind one thing: more the electronegativity, less is the aromaticity, and less is the electronegativity, more is the aromaticity.